Hey everyone, and welcome to the Wealth Hub IQ. Are you tired of constantly feeling overwhelmed by financial stress? Have you ever wondered why you can't seem to stop buying things, even when you know you shouldn't? Well, you're not alone. Today, we're going to talk about a topic that's often overlooked: spending money as an addiction. You see, in today's society, we're bombarded with messages that tell us we need to buy more, have more, and be more, especially with social media exaggerating luxury lifestyles. We're constantly surrounded by advertisements and influencers telling us that happiness can be found in the shiny objects of life. But what if I told you that this constant need for more is actually a form of addiction? In this video, we're going to dive into the world of addictive spending behavior, uncover its root, its consequences, and most importantly, how to break free from its grasp. Viewing spending money as an addiction. Let's start by defining what addiction really means. When we think of addiction, we often think of substances like drugs or alcohol, but addiction can take many forms, including behaviors like gambling, gaming, and yes, even shopping. Take a moment to think about your own spending habits. Do you find yourself constantly browsing online stores, even when you don't need anything? Do you often make impulse purchases, only to regret them later? These are all signs of addictive spending behavior. The first step in breaking free from this cycle is to recognize that it is indeed addictive behavior. We need to stop normalizing excessive spending and start treating it for what it really is: a harmful addiction that can have serious consequences on our life. Recognizing the harm of the addiction. So, what are the consequences of the addiction? Well, for starters, there's the financial aspect, right? Excessive spending can lead to debt, financial instability, and a never ending cycle of living paycheck to paycheck, which nobody wants. But it's not just about the money. Addiction to spending can also take a toll on our emotional well being. Constantly chasing after the next purchase can leave us feeling empty, unfulfilled, and constantly searching for more. Take a moment to reflect on your own experiences. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by clutter or financial stress? Have you ever felt anxious or stressed out about your finances? These are all signs that your spending habits may be getting out of control. Let's understand the root cause of the addiction. Why do we feel the need to spend so much money in the first place? Well, for many of us, it comes down to one thing: coping. We use spending as a way to cope with life stresses, anxieties, and uncertainties. When we're feeling down or stressed out, buying something new can provide a temporary escape from our problems. It gives us a fleeting sense of happiness and satisfaction, but ultimately, it only serves to mask the underlying issues. So take a moment to ask yourself, what are you really trying to escape from? What emotions are you trying to numb with your spending? By understanding the root causes of your addiction, you can begin to address them in a healthier, more constructive way. Identifying and ditching the capitalist trap. Here's the thing: our addiction to spending isn't just a personal failing, it's also a byproduct of a larger system, capitalism. From a young age, we're taught that our values as individuals is tied to our ability to consume. But the truth is, happiness can't be bought. No amount of material possessions will ever fill the void inside us. And the sooner we realize that, the sooner we can break free from the chain of consumerism. So I challenge you to question the messages you're bombarded with every day. Don't let advertisers dictate what you need to be happy. Take back control of your life and your finances and refuse to be another cog in the capitalist machine. Let's talk about finding a new coping mechanism. Breaking free from addictive spending isn't easy. It requires a fundamental shift in a mindset and behavior. So, where do we begin? Well, it starts by finding healthier ways to cope with life's challenges. Instead of turning to shopping as a way to escape your problems, try finding other activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, whether it's spending time with loved ones, pursuing a hobby, or practicing mindfulness. There are plenty of ways to find happiness that don't involve spending money. And here's a challenge for you: try going 30 days without buying anything unnecessary. Take this time to reflect on your spending habits and how they impact your life. You might be surprised at how much your perspective changes. In conclusion, let's talk about taking steps towards change. Addictive spending is a real problem that affects millions of people around the world. By recognizing the addiction, understanding its consequences, and finding healthier coping mechanisms, we can break free from its grasp and live happier, more fulfilling lives. So I encourage you to take the first step towards change today. Start by examining your own spending habits and ask yourself, why you? Thanks for watching. Wealth Hub IQ.